Hello, I'm Manuel. I'm here to show you how the hospital management software called JMED works. As any software is access based and needs your access before you can enter. In this particular system, it depends on your access that you can do some things on the system. If you're a doctor, you only have access to the consulting or the clerking aspect. You don't have access to cashier or admission or records. If you're in records, you only have access to records and not any other part, unless otherwise accepted by the administration to be given another access. In all hospitals, the process are records, vitals, consulting, pharmacy, lab, either or, admission, claims, and then the rest. The same with this software. The patient goes through the various units, so you have the various units all around. This is the records platform. They have their registration details here that they use to register a patient. I've already registered a patient. I'm taking it as through so that it be a bit faster. So I've registered this patient. Then the patient goes for vitals. So this is the vitals platform. So it opens, and then the patient details comes, and the nurses enter their vitals here. So all these parts will already be filled by the registration unit. Then the nurses also enter their uh, vitals of the patient here, and they save for the doctor to consult. The doctor also opens his platform, and then you get the details of the patient, and then the vital that were entered for the patient. We have the clerking platform and then everything. The doctor also on this platform, he has many he takes the patient complaints and then the examination, the diagnosis here, the medicines here. They are all, I've already done some, so I've given a malaria and artemeter. You have the doctor is able to view the history of the patient and all labs that were done for the patient. This is the request. You can request for labs here, and also the doctor can view the labs or scan or anything that were done for the patient. This patient has malaria plus plus, and the doctor can view it in his consulting room. It can also be done for ultrasound, X-ray, physio, and everything. Only if the results were passed through the system, the doctor has access to view them in his consulting room. The pharmacy is also there, very simple. You just enter the folder number, and all the details of the patient appears, the name, the OPD number, and also have access to the diagnosis and then the drugs. They just select the drugs. If you notice here, the amount payable or total cost, they are all zero. So if the pharmacy selects the drug the doctor has prescribed and applies it, it charges the patient 37 cedis and bills it for the patient to pay at the cashier unit. So the patient goes to the cashier unit. Also, just as simple as that. Just with the folder number, enters the folder number, and then whatever the patient is supposed to pay is billed here. For instance, the doctor requested for lab, so the lab price is here. The cost of drug too is here. So the cost of drug, the cashier collects it, and then the amount is there. This prevents the cashier from entering their own prices and something. So what is needed is that all the prices for the services and drugs, they must all be correctly entered into the system. So they just double click and apply to indicate that this is the among the orders, these are the ones the patients are paying, and then the total amount comes here. They save, and then it issues the receipt for them. It also allows for walk-in registration. Maybe a patient just came to the hospital to do labs or ultrasound or X-ray in Wharton. It can do it for them. They have the lab platform where they can send labs, and it's as simple as any other. They just select the labs here, and then these are the parameters, and then they select the results, and then you're able to send it to the doctor. And the word platform, we have admission platform, we have IRPD dashboard that has everything. And this program is used by many hospitals for the inpatient sector, and they all use most of these things, and we've got minimal errors or questions from them. We have the claims platform, and it's very crucial, so I may take time on it. The claims platform, we have about 5 main stages of it. The first stage is the cross check, the main cross check. They have access to delete uh, or add diagnosis. They have access to add and then also delete diagnosis. They have access to change all the OPD services, the tariffs, the investigation, and also the drugs. They have access to the specifically what the pharmacy gave to the patient and what doctor also prescribed. So they hope those two platforms for them to make the correct decision on what happened in the consulting room and then pharmacy. So all those details, the number of days, attendance date, and all those things are already on the system for working. So when one person finishes with its unit, it goes to the other unit or the next program, next platform for the other person to also go through. So the other person also opens the claims platform to see whatever the first person has done. Maybe there were some oversight or something. He also goes through to see what went on. The other platform that the claims has are the clinical audit 1, 2, and 3. This platform is where they maybe in some facility they have some clinical audit teams. Then they also go through these stages to verify that each and every claim that they are submitting are clearly checked. You have the claims verification. The verification checks for duplicates and also highlights them in reds. I do not want to run because this particular hospital's data are many. They are more than 5,000, and running all of them and running a duplicate will take time. So when the duplicates they show up in reds for you to know that all the number of times the patient has entered the hospital. We have some clinics: eye clinic, dental clinic, maternity clinic, and all those. That's the A. Maternity refers to the ANC. These things they may not be found in every hospital, but for this program they are all on the system. You can use them. You can either choose, so the hospital grow, the system will already be ready for the growth of the hospital. We have X-ray, ECG, physio, theater, mortuary, and then injection room. I also have statistics for the morbidity and statement of IPD and all bed utilization. All the details needed for submission to are here. The finance aspect refers to the claim, the payroll, or the accounting aspect can be used perfectly for payroll or accounting aspect of any hospital. You have the procurement and the medical store. The procurement refers to the non-consumables, the syringes, the all those 2cc and all those things, while the medical store refers to the drugs. The drugs you can have, the system even shows you reorder levels, getting expiry drugs, getting near expiry drugs, and all those notifications that to prevent you from running at a loss. We have some many internal auditors, especially the pharmacy and the cashier and all those things. Any changes or errors done on the system, you can find it. Suppliers, you have companies, and then one important thing about the claims is the claim forms that they submit this particular claim form. This is how the claim form appears and is widely accepted by the NHIS, and we've not gotten an issue from them that our claim form have been rejected by any hospital too. So this one part, it gives you the cover letter. It has the cover letter, the summary sheets, and also the e-claims. So this program can also help you submit the claims electronically, and also can be made to print manually and submitted to the claims office. There are many auditing aspects of it, especially by the administrator. Should anything be done, the administrator or the IT manager has the access to enable or disable many aspects of the program. Whatever anybody can do, you also know by the end of the day. But if she wants to look at it, come back and look at what each and every person came to into the staff or time each staff came to the hospital to do, whatever the person came to do. This is a program. It can help you find all these things. This is a brief introduction of the JMED Hospital Management Software. Thank you very much.